y'all can S-double-E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been. If he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play.
Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Jackson.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. On the return, Jackson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, Drake. He's got room at the 30, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down 49ers. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
Takes it to about the 37.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open is Robinson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that That's off the mark, incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo being chased out left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he will find his man, Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. Room here to run.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Edwards fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Defense keeps them out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. To throw is Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. can never start, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the first. Remember me.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Now a throw here to his running back.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one.
Kupp now on the return.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Flush to his right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Baron Browning, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. We're scoreless after 1. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mayfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp from 21 yards away. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. An incredible run right there by Russell Wilson. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Lewis from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson out quickly to Jeudy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Draw play, Edmonds. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Now, tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that. Totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Forced out to his left. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds yards, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Baker Mayfield, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
High throw, but the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mayfield to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's got a man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Wilson on first down. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
Flush to his right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So, CD, both teams have had it here in overtime, and both have thrown an interception.
And now this offense perfectly set up for a second chance opportunity. Already in field goal range, don't do anything crazy here. Just set it up and let your kicker win the game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Wilson now to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.